Bumblebees need pollen and nectar to survive. Two things that they get from flowers, most often flowers that are yellow, simply because that's the color they can see the best. See, this is how I explained to my girlfriend why it was that a bee attacked her during our picnic, because the bee thought she was a flower. See, I laughed at the situation and said, you know, wearing a yellow dress in the midst of so many bees was kind of like asking for it. But then I questioned what it meant to be asking for it. When bees aren't the only creatures that think that people are asking to be bothered because of what they might be wearing or what they might look like, they aren't the only organisms that operate on the colors that they have been trained to be hypersensitive to, colors that they've been told to insert themselves into and sting if need be. See, there are others that work like intersectionality-seeking missiles aiming to explode into a swarm of uncomfortable for whoever they hit. See, the only difference between bees and people is that the ignorance of a bee doesn't go past the clothes, but people seem to be attracted to any attribute they can carelessly objectify. This is why wearing your natural hair can feel like asking for a microaggression. Because it's like they wonder if you're just staring into ignorant eyes filled with the desire to reach out and touch your differences the same way they'd pet an animal at the zoo. Pardon me, but wearing a pick in my hair is not a conversation starter. It's not your invitation into my life choices, into my rose bush of a hairdo. But if you must know, I keep it there for fear that it might break elsewhere. Because a back pocket is no place for a comb or a cultural identity. You see, it starts to bother you when you question if you should even be afraid to go out at night. Because being a 20-year-old, 6'2", 340-pound black male makes me the scariest thing I might encounter. See, I walk around campus knowing that I look like all the reasons we need campus security. Because others identify my tone with terror. It's like I ask to be different, to stand out so much I can't even sit with my friends in the cafeteria without someone thinking it's a black student union meeting. All the black kids sitting together is like we're asking for the awkward stares, for all the weirdness. It's like we're asking for it when we walk into stores and the clerk watches us walk down every aisle because we were born in the same color as thievery, the same color as all the other burglars, tyrants, thugs, gangsters. But you know what? We never asked for your comments, for your stares, for your looks of distrust. In fact, if you asked us, we'd tell you how locking your car doors when we walk by sounds like jail bars closing behind us, how black skin feels like a car crash. Because everyone is curious about it, but nobody wants to be in it. That the buzz of a bee and the whoop of a cop siren both sound like unmerited danger, and I am tired of flinching.